Well, hey there, I'm in the studio again with Kenzie, and we're talking about mentoring using the tools at pursuegod.org. And in this video, we're going to talk about how the Flex method works with student groups. Because the Flex method is the simple three-step method for mentoring using the Pursue God resources. Now, when I mentor adults and men and small groups, adult small groups, there's certain things that we have learned using the tools. And for you, with your student group, I think there's some other tips that you're going to probably help us out with. So first of all, let's just start with the Flex method. What is the Flex method? Explain it.
So for me, the Flex method is to go on to pursuegod.org, choose a video that seems like would be the most relevant to the age of my girls,
Okay.
and then text it out to them, have them watch it before they come to our meeting, and then talk about it.
Okay. Now, do they always come ready for the conversation? Because in my group, the men usually come ready for the conversation. How about your girls?
Yeah, most of the time, at least one of them didn't get a chance to watch the video because they're busy or they couldn't get internet or whatever. So when that happens,
You make them leave. You kick them out of the group?
No.
Oh, okay.
Normally at least one person has watched the video, so I'll ask them to summarize it and I'll kind of help them.
Okay.
Or we can just all watch it together.
Okay. That's good. So what are maybe some tips that you've noticed with this way of running a student group? Let me ask you this specific question. How do you find a topic? Like, how do you know which topic to send out to your girls?
Well, most of the time I try to sit down with them and kind of scroll through it and see, okay, what do you guys want to talk about next time?
Okay.
But also I was their age at one point, so I try to think back, okay, what was I going through at that point? What did I wish that I would have known?
Yeah.
So that's also something I try to look
So
at.
give me a few examples. What are some topics you've gone over in the last year with your student group?
One of the best topics we've done was how to make your faith your own, because we all come from pretty strong Christian houses, and so that was something I had to wrestle with at that age. So it was really good for us to talk about. And then just things with like gossip at school with girls and drama and boys and stuff like that.
Okay, so when you're having these conversations and you're the mentor, do you feel the pressure to have like a biblical answer for every question that they ask you?
I definitely think there's a pressure there, but I try not to think about that. If I try to do my best to answer their question from my experience, but if I don't know the answer, I feel comfortable saying, I couldn't tell you, but maybe we could look through the resources to see if there's something on that for next time.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good answer, because I think I'm sure for some of you, as you're thinking about becoming a mentor, you're like, I don't know, I'm 15 or 16 and I don't know the Bible that well. And I think a good answer is, it's okay. That's what the resources are there for. Don't feel like you have to be the Bible answer man. It's okay to say, I don't know the answer to that, right? And then maybe that can be the subject of your next meeting, right? Pick that topic for the next time. One more question for you. What if one of the girls in your group wants to invite a friend who's not a Christian? Does that change the topic that you would pick for that next week?
Yeah, I think it does change. I've gotten a few texts sometimes where, hey, my friend wants to come, they're not a Christian. Can we change the topic to kind of talk to them about that? And I think that's awesome. That's the point. The point is to try to raise up them to start a mentoring group. So that's awesome that they're inviting their friends and want to invite people.
Good.
We try not to, when that happens, we can't really get deep into the Bible or anything. We try to keep it stuff that'll be good for them to hear.
Yeah. Okay, I lied. I do have one more question, one last question. Do you always pick the topic, or do you sometimes let the other girls pick the topic?
No, most of the time I let the other girls pick the topic. And my group has been going for about a year now, so now what I'll do is I'll say, hey, why don't you lead the group next time? So they'll choose a topic, they'll pick where they want us to go for a fun little activity, and then they'll ask the questions and lead the discussion. That's
great. So why do you do that? Why do you let them lead? What's the whole goal behind that?
My goal as a mentor is to train up other mentors, so I've already kind of started talking to them about this. Probably in about another year, I'll ask them if they want to go through mentor training, and then I'll help them think of girls to invite, and I'll probably go with them to the first couple times of their group.
That's awesome. All right, well, that was how to use the Flex method in your student group. So again, use the discussion questions below to talk about this with your mentor or your small group, and get out there. And if you haven't started a student group, I encourage you, anyone can do it. Start a student group so that you can start helping somebody pursue God.